Hey, everybody. It's been a while since I have done a Facebook Live. So I wanted to get on here and answer some questions that a lot of people have been asking me about this planner. So do me a favor, be interactive, talk to me in the comments, ask your questions if I don't answer your question here. Guys, I have been working on something for 5 years, the Proverbs 31 Boss Planner, and it is literally something that God dropped in my spirit. The more responsibility that I began to take on, the more classes I took at school, the more um, businesses I began to open up, the more opportunities I began to seek after, and the more kids I had, just to be honest with you. God began to show me how to be able to balance everything. And I think I do a pretty good job balancing it, but it's not because of my own wisdom. It's because for the first time, God had actually taken me to the Proverbs 31 scriptures. And he began to show me how the Proverbs 31 woman got it all done. The key was in the scripture that when she got up in the morning, she surveyed her household. And when she surveyed her household, before she even gave instructions to her maidservants, she was able to see everything that was going on. And for me, that was groundbreaking. It wasn't that she did everything herself, it was that she was able to see what was happening in her house. And by the time the maid servants were ready to do something, she was ready to divide up responsibilities because she knew what was happening in her house. And oftentimes, as women, we get up in the morning and we just go about our day. I used to do this. But then I realized that if I don't take time and slow down to find out what's happening in my house, what's happening spiritually, what is happening, what is God, what is the word of the Lord for my family, what is happening in my children's lives, where my marriage is. If I didn't take the time to do that, I could not be successful anywhere else. And far too often, we try to be successful from the outside in, but it really is an inside out job. And so, as I began to look for, I was always a planner lover. As I began to look for planners to help me to be able to keep my relationship with God intact, have some quiet time, engage in self care, keep up with my water intake, exercise, keep my gratitude intact, like make sure that I am practicing gratitude every day and reading every day, and not to mention preparing for the meetings, the business stuff, the career, all of those things. I realized that there are not any planners out there for women like us. See, as women of God, we plan our schedule differently because we are different. We get our strength from God, not on trying to work hard, doing it faster, team no sleep. And so there was nothing in place for women like us. A scripture to meditate on daily, something to help us to make sure that we hold ourselves accountable to exercise, because we're so good at taking care of everybody else. But when it comes to ourselves, we're a little challenged in that area. And so sometimes, just if we see it on a list, just like we know what to pick up for dinner, just like we know that date night is coming up, just like we know that somebody's birthday party, baby shower, or whatever it is that we got to engage in is coming up, this planner teaches us to prioritize our own health, to reflect, to prioritize our time with God, to enter into God's presence with a prayer every single day. And so next week, guys, on Tuesday, I'm actually going to do a walkthrough of the planner, like exactly how to use it. I made it digital because the reason why is because as a person who has a gratitude journal, has a self-care journal, I got journals for everything. I have a prayer book. I have, the Bible studies that I go over. It's so many books that I wanted to create a place where you could do all of those things in one. All of those things make you a good woman, but sometimes if it's too many books, you can't really grow because there's a barrier in trying to get all of these things. And then what do we do when we make our schedules anyway? We go right to our Google Calendar and we plug it in. Well, I have worked really, really hard with a developer over the last year to help me to be able to sync it to your Google Calendar. So not only is it beautiful, not only is it functional, but it is something that takes the guesswork or the work out of trying to translate it to your actual Google Calendar. The thing that reminds you where we put all of our dinner reservations and all of the things that we got to remember way out. You can use the planner to do that too. Listen, guys, this is going to be something that's going to change your life. I've been using this style planner for over 2 years now. And it wasn't until the last year that I began using it like religiously. Like this is something that I use every day, even down to today. I am checking off my digital to-do list. It is on your desktop, but it is also in an app. So you literally have your planner around you every single day as long as you have a computer or a phone. And so it was strategically created in this way because it is my goal and purpose to maybe minimize the number of VIP days that I have with women and give them a tool to help them to be able to employ a schedule that works. We have to make sure that we spend time with God daily. We have to increase our level of gratitude so that we can be able to recognize other great things in our lives. If we're looking at from a woe is me place, we won't even see the opportunities because we have opportunity blinders on. We're so busy worried about what is wrong. And so there are so many things that I have added to this planner because I have a woman like me in mind. Sometimes when you have so much responsibility, you're bogged down with things that you have to do. It's very difficult to keep your prayer life intact. Can I be honest? When you don't have enough time in the morning, the first thing to go is your time with God. That's the first thing you remove out of your schedule. God, I'm going to get to you later. But when you look at the Proverbs 31 woman, that survey in her household, getting up in the morning was the key to everything else. She wouldn't have made it to the gates if she didn't know what was going on in her house. Her husband wouldn't have been known in the gates. She wouldn't have been able to invest in real estate. She would not have been able to do a lot of things that God had given her if she did not rise up early and survey her house and then make sure that everything was taken care of there. Listen, y'all, it really is important that you invest in any kind of planner that is going to help you to maintain your priorities. It's really important because how you plan your time, it really dictates how you live your life. It does. And so, while this is an investment that you have to make, I've made it as easy as I can. I've spent over 10 grand creating a planner because I believe in it so much, because I know it's going to change your life. So even if you have to do a fraction of the investment, I believe in it so much that I made sure to pay top dollar to get it done. And it's going to work for you. So there are two different options. You can come in as a founding boss. The first 100 women are able to get access to the planner for $100 for the year. There's another option where, after the first 100, the planner goes up to $120. But I wanted to reward the women who said, listen, Tiana, I appreciate the work that you're doing. I want to be a founding boss. I want to take this journey with you. I appreciate all of you who are founding bosses. But even if you're not a founding boss, $120 for the year is less than $10 a month to to bring your life together, to prioritize your prayer life, to prioritize your health, to really get you on a path of surveying your life so you know what you need for the day, so that you can be open to opportunities for the day. But then there's also another option, y'all. I got everybody in mind. You can actually get the planner for $14.99 a month. You can do it like that. If you don't have $100 or $120 when the founding boss price goes away, you can still get the planner at $14.99 a month. That's still a steal based on what this planner has. That's like 50 cents a day. You can afford that. How much is your sanity worth? How much is your good health worth? This is something that is for women that are specifically like me. You know, there is a button even in this planner that you can click on to show that you exercise. You can track your water intake. There's a weekly self-care and reflection exercise before you even go into the week. It has everything that you need and is right on your phone or on your desktop for you to be successful. So listen, guys, I just wanted to drop on here to let you know that it shouldn't be anything that keeps you from getting this planner. If you are a busy Christian woman, if you don't know when you coming or when you going, or you feel like, okay, I got these same number of hours that other people do, but I'm not getting that much done, chances are you need a planner. Successful people use planners. Successful people, plan their time. The two things that you cannot get back in life is people value money. Sometimes if you spend your money the wrong way, you can't get it back. But your highest commodity or hottest commodity in your life is time. You can't get that back. You don't even know how much you have here. And so we have to make sure that our priorities, the things that we say are priorities, God and family and ministry, that those things are priorities when it comes to us making our schedule. And so this is a planner that's going to help you specifically do that. I want to just invite you guys to be Founding Bosses with me there. There's a lot of space left. The planner actually drops on Monday. On Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a tutorial, but no matter when you see this, I want you to click the link below this video and go and purchase this planner. It is literally going to change your life. It changed mine. I got 4 kids, y'all. I got to go and get them from the bus stop soon. I work out 3 days a week at the gym. I work out 2 days a week at home. I'm in a doctoral program. I have 2 businesses. I'm doing, free Bible studies. I'm on the prayer call. I have a podcast. I have a lot of things on my plate and I don't feel overwhelmed. The reason why is because God has showed me how to plan my time like a Proverbs 31 woman. So the problem is not what you have on your plate. The problem is how you prioritize and plan it. So I want to help you with it. Go ahead and ask your questions in the comments. Inbox me. If you're on YouTube, put something below the video. I will be happy. Your questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Or you could just go to the link and purchase your planner. It is going to change your life. I promise you, you're going to see a difference in productivity, consistency, health, wealth, all of that good stuff. And so I'm so excited for it to drop, and I'm so happy to be able to share this with you. Guys, you have an amazing, prosperous day, and I will see you hopefully on Tuesday when I do the tutorial with all of the Founding Bosses. It's a blessing to be able to launch something like this. And honestly, it's God's idea, not my idea. When God gives us an idea, it's because somebody's been praying, somebody's been asking, and it's our responsibility to do what we have to do so that God can work through us. That's what I did with this planner. I could have just made something for me, but I made it for women who are just like me. And so I'm excited to share. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next live.